Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Antoinese, and on this channel I share tips about makeup videos. I do vlogs, I do chit chat, which surprisingly today I'm doing a chit chat. If you're new to the channel, thank you for checking it out. And if you're already here with me, welcome back. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about my hair. It's a sensitive subject for Black women. The reason I say that is because most of us, we were taught that our hair is ugly, our hair is not worth of love. So most of us, we get very insecure about our natural hair. I'm not talking about weave, I'm not talking about braids. All of those things, they're great, but at the end of the day, it's not ours, you know. So it's important to embrace what is ours, and what is ours is what we were born with. So for me, it took me a long time. You know, most of my years, like growing up, accepting my hair and stuff, it was very hard. I have a whole story about that, but right now it's more about the downside of it for me. I'm sharing my personal experience. Everybody's experience is different, but most of us, we have common problems. It's like most of us, we go through the same thing, if I may say, about our hair. So today I thought it was important to share. You know, I always do makeup videos. I always do get ready with me. I always do not always, but I shared some vacations on my channel before, but I thought it was very important to share a little bit of my story. Maybe somebody can relate to that. I don't know. I just hope I can help at least one person or one female out there. Our story may not be the same thing, but at least, you know, I want you to know you're not the only one that is going through it, and it's okay if you feel that way. So today I wanted to talk about my hair. I know as a Black woman, I had my struggle. And I said to myself, there are so many women out there that is going through the same thing as I am. Most of us, we don't talk about it. We do not address it. But I was like, you know what? I'd like to share my story. I would like to share what I went through. Maybe I can or inspire somebody to address their hair issues. So today, that's what I'm doing. So to start, I wanted to talk about the type of hair that I have. So I have 4C hair. Some of you guys might ask, what is 4C hair? How do you know you have 4C hair? Based on some researches that I did, it described that 4C hair, you know, it's a type of hair that is like coarse and that has tight coils. You know, as a Black person, I would say, person of color, our curls are different than some other race. So some of us, we have loose curls. Some of us, our curls are tighter, you know, but the smaller space in between curls, they call it coil. It's like it's tight curls. It's very tight. So because of that, the hair is very shrinky. It can get I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that's what it is. So I have 4C hair. That means my hair is very coarse. It's very it gets shrink, you know, my hair can shrink like in a second. The temperature, water, it can get shrink meaning like it gets smaller. It's just, you know what shrink, you know, when something shrink. My hair is really packed, it's really coily, it's very dense. So that's why I know I have tight curly hair. And for the shrinkage, it gets shrink with temperature, it gets shrink with water. So yeah. And also I have kinky hair. It's a type of hair. It's like, how can I explain kinky? It's like my wave. You know, everybody has different wave. It's like my wave or I have like short wave, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the type of hair I have. And so most of my natural hair journey I say was because not anymore, was very insecure. It made me very insecure. It was very insecure, like gave me so many insecurities. You know, it got to a point that I didn't let anybody see my natural hair. That's how bad it was. So, Mayo, can you please go to your bed? I'm sorry, it's my doggy. Okay, so yeah, I'm bubbling. So what I was saying is, I wanted to share my story because I feel like a lot of us can relate to it. Yeah, because the way I was raised, like I didn't know how. I wasn't taught. Nobody taught me like that my hair is a part of who I am. Not who I am though, I'm sorry, but it's a part of who I am. So it's important for me to take care of that part just like I take care of everything else. So I think I should do a second part of this video, but anyway, yeah, so I wanted to show you my hair. I struggled with length and volume for so many years, but throughout those years I learned better. I got better at taking care of my hair. But it's like our hair is, I don't know, it's weird, but I feel like you gotta have hair is like, I don't know, hair is like flower. You gotta keep, you know, taking care of it. It's weird, but it is like flowers. You have to, you know, water it. You have to give it sun so it can grow and flourish. And I didn't know better. I didn't do that. And in my late 20s, I would say in my late 20s, that's when I learned and starting doing research about my hair, how to take care of it better. So it's important to know what type of hair that you have. It's important to know what products that work, you know, for your hair. You need to know all of that. I don't know if for those who already know or watch my videos, I don't know if you remember my skincare video that I did. I told you guys that I had to learn of the type of skin that I was born with. Sometimes you're born with something and it changes with weather and environment, I know that. But for me, my skin was always dry. So I found out, I did research, it's the same thing as my hair. So I didn't know how to take care of my hair. I didn't know what to use on my hair. So I had to do like homework again. So that's what I did. So throughout those years, my hair got better. I don't know how to explain it, but from the way my hair was before it got better after I learned how to take care of it, but it wasn't the best state that I wanted it to be. And also I have high porosity, meaning that my hair absorb a lot of moisture. Remember I was telling you about me having dry skin from my previous videos. If you watch my videos, you know about the type of skin I have. So yeah, my hair, in the hair version, I have high porosity, meaning my hair it's like drink everything I put in it. It's like it gets dry very fast. And that is a problem in a sense, because if you don't keep putting moisture, your hair gonna be brittle. They're gonna be dry, you know, to the point that you're losing hair. When you wash your hair, you're gonna lose so much more. You know what I'm saying? It's normal for your hair to shed. Yeah. You would think it's a problem. No. That's why when you wash your hair, you have some strands in the comb. It's normal to do that, to have that for your hair, because you know, just like we grow hair, we lose hair too. But it's a problem. It's a problem when it's very excessive, when you're losing hair too much. It's like when you wash your hair, you can see hair in your hand. You're pulling your hair is coming out. If you're going through that, your hair is not healthy. You gotta do something about it. So for me, I have high porosity, meaning that my hair suck up a lot of moisture. With that being said, I have to put a lot of moisture every time. That means I have to put oils. I have to put moisturizer. I have anything, you know, that can help my hair for moisture. I need to do that all the time. More like every 2 days. I know. High porosity hair is way much, you know, work to do. So yeah, that's what I have. And with all of that, I had to learn and do research about it, because I didn't know better. You know, I used to wash my hair like once a month, which is a problem. It's acceptable if you're wearing protective styles, but if you're not wearing, you know, protective styles like braids or anything that cover your whole head, you don't have access to your scalp. If you're not, you should wash your hair at least twice a month, like at least, you know, 2 times a month, not once a month. That's not good. So yeah, that's what happened. I had to do and learn about all of that. Sometimes I see the growth. My hair grow most of the time when I do protective styles. My hair grow, because when you leave your hair alone, you don't play with it all the time. Your hair like to leave alone, to be left alone. They don't. If you keep, you know, playing around with your hair and do styles every week, every 3 days, sis, you're not helping your hair. Your hair need to stay, you know, alone. Don't touch it. Just all you can do is putting products that is gonna help it. But as far as, like, you know, changing hairstyle all the time, your hair gonna break, sis. Your hair doesn't like that. And you gotta listen to your hair too, you know? Okay, so yeah, that's what happened. So when my hair grow, it grows a little bit, but for some reason it's always shedding, you know? So that's one of the problem I have. My hair get brittle all the time. I know. Even I know what to do, but it's so hard. It's so hard to keep up with that. That's why, if you can afford it, you can get yourself somebody, you know, you can go to a salon or get someone to help you taking care of your hair. If you don't have the time or you don't know what to do, it's better to go to a professional person that does that. There are people out there that take care of natural hair only, just natural hair. So you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna show you. My hair right now is this length. As you can see, I've never had long hair. Yeah. My mom had long hair, and my mom was, you know, my mom was one of those people who never leave their hair alone. She loved haircuts like pixie cuts. She always cut her hair. I knew that my mom had long hair from, younger pictures when she was young. I would say like teenagers or early 20s. That's how I found out my mom had long hair. Growing up, I have never seen my mom long hair. She always and then she goes to the studio like every week, every 2 weeks. She always maintained her hair, but she didn't like long hair. I don't know what's up with people with long hair and always cut them. What's up with that? I'm always wondering. I'm out here, begging God, praying for long hair, saying to myself, if I had long hair, I would have taken care of it. I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. And then out there, people with long hair, they'll be like, that's it. I don't know. I think it's because maybe it's because they don't know how to do hair. They don't wanna take care of their hair or something. I don't know. It's weird. I know I'm bubbling, but it's weird. Anyway, this is my hair, like I said. Yeah. But throughout those years, I've been struggling with thin edges. My edges been thin for so long, since I was a teenager. And that will be another story, because I have a story for this. Yeah, I always had thin edges. And that is one thing that added to my insecurity. That it's my edges. That pushed me to do a lot of protective styles. Yeah, throughout the years when I used to not embrace my hair. Now I can go to work. I can go anywhere with my hair like that. I don't care. You know why? Because that's my hair. I'm not ashamed of it. It's not healthy. The hair is not healthy, but I still love it. You know what I mean? But a few years ago, you wouldn't know I had natural hair, because I will wear, weave. I will wear braids. You wouldn't know I have natural hair. But now I learned to love my hair just like I love myself. I learned to embrace who I am with these hair, because I was born with it. It's God's given gift. So what am I gonna do? I can't change the texture of it. No, there's certain things you cannot do anything about it. You have to accept it and then embrace it and love it. So that's what I did throughout the years. As you can see, I would say I do not have edges. See how thin they are? You see? It used to be worse. My edges used to be like a baby butt. Baby bottom? Soft, like there's nothing in there. My edges used to be that way. I use oils. I use certain products that can help hair growth. Most of the time, it grows back, but it still grows. It grows like very thin. It's not thick to the point that you cannot see my scalp. And most people, they don't know that. They don't know what most of us with thin edges are going through. Because it doesn't just affect our, physical appearance. Our mental state is affected. We question ourselves, asking why do my hair has to be, why I'm not, it's the human nature to question yourself. So I've done that for years, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do something about it. And I did. And I keep doing something about it. My hair used to be shorter than that. And yes, I have grays too. That's the gift of getting older. Yeah, I got a lot of grays. I have a bunch of them. I don't know if you can see. This one is the longest I can see up front, but you see, a lot of grays. I remember I had my first gray hair. I think I was 14 years old. The first time I saw a gray hair on my head, I freaked out. I was like, because people used to say that when you have gray hair, it's because you stressed. They always make it sounds like it's something's wrong with you, So at 14, imagine you're 14 years old, and you see you have gray hair, and gray hair supposedly old people should have that. I freaked out. And then I went to my mom and I told her about it. She was like, it's okay, it's normal. Some people have gray hair earlier than they're supposed to. And that's when she told me, I had my gray hair earlier than you. I think she said she had her hair started to turn gray. I think she said she saw her gray hair like 12, 13 years old. That's when I realized, I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'm like my mama. I felt better, and then I embraced it. I was like, oh, it's okay, it's normal. That's when I realized, after my mom told me that, that's when I realized there was this famous person. He's a young singer, and he's very young, but his hair are like salt and pepper. Like, most likely, most of his hair are white and barely like some black. Then I was like, it's true. It's not because you stress. It's just in your gene. So that's when I accepted the fact that, okay, I'm turning gray earlier than I expected. So now they coming. I love it. I love my gray hair. It's like they disperse. They're not everywhere, but I like it. Okay, sorry, I lost track. But to go back to my edges, yeah, I have thin edges. I don't know if you can see the details. Sometimes they get thick, but they get thin. So I stayed away from pulling my hair up like this style. I did this style because I washed them and I braided them. So I unbraided it and I did a high puff, but I don't do it all the time because it's not healthy to expose your hair. Not everybody. I'm saying, dark skinned people with 4C hair. The more you expose your 4C hair to the air, it gets shrinked, and also it's harder to detangle it. So that's why I stopped doing that all the time. So I did that as a hairstyle. That's one of the famous hairstyle for 4C hair, I guess. Puff. We call it high puff. Obviously it's a high puff. So, yeah, that's my, let me show you the back. I forgot to show you the back of my hair. And also I have bald spot in the back. Yeah, I struggled with that too, but with time they got better. I don't know if you can see, let me show you. Yeah, I have bald spot in the back too. Yeah, throughout the years my thin edges got worse because when it started like right here. It started like small portions, and then I didn't know better. I braided my hair doing box braids. And when you do box braids, people, braid your hair very tight. You put pressure on it. My dumb self, I would say, excuse my French, braided the edges. they're already thin and then I put pressure on them, guess what? All of my edges fell off. I didn't know better. And also, you know, when you have thin edges, you're not supposed to put glue on your edges at all because it's not safe, because around your head, your edges of the hair is thinner than everywhere else. When I do weave, I put glue on it. Not even me, the person I'm paying put glue on it. And then when I'm removing the hairstyle, sis, oof, my edges, they came off with it. So all of this attribute to the results I have today. You know, everything you do, if it's bad, you pay for the consequences. Even if you knew better, you didn't know better, you gotta pay for the consequences. So throughout the years, this is what I get from it. And I have a second part soon. I have a second part about my hair story. So stay tuned, okay? I think that's enough of bubbling. Thank you for sitting down and watching this with me. You know, I know it's like, oh, why is she talking about her hair? I don't care, but yeah, I believe some people would care. I don't know, I hope so. So guys, thank you. Thank you for sitting down and watching this video with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.